Hey everyone, this is Kristen with Living Able. Welcome to our third edition of hashtag askawheelchairuser. Our question today comes from Zoe Carlson, who asks, when you moved out on your own, do you have somebody nearby in case something happens? The answer is not really. I don't find for myself that I'm any more accident prone than anybody else. So I don't see that being a problem. Now, one cool thing about this apartment, which was not something that I chose. I didn't choose this apartment complex because of this, is that it has, see the cord right there? That will, if you pull on that, it will call the paramedics, fire department, all of that. And they have several of these throughout the apartment. So there is that. That is a really good thing to have, but I didn't plan that. That was not something that I was looking for. So most people probably wouldn't have that. I do obviously try to keep my cell phone with me. I think most people do that. It is a good idea to keep your cell phone with you as well. But when it comes down to it, something can happen to any one of us. So I don't really look at myself as different than anybody else in that situation. If I were to fall on the floor, as long as I'm not knocked out, I know how to get up off the floor. I've made videos on that in the past. And if I'm out in public and it happens, most likely there's somebody somewhat nearby that can get somebody or that kind of thing. So honestly, it's something I don't really think about. Now, but again, if I were more accident prone, I would probably have a better plan for this. When I had my shoulder that was hurt and I was falling more, I did have to prepare what I was going to do with like my transfers. I had to be more careful. I had to use a transfer board a lot of times to help ensure that I didn't fall. That kind of thing. So it's a good idea to have some kind of plan as, you know, in case something like this does happen. But in my own case, no, there's nothing that I really have a plan for. I mean, if it was a matter of not being able to reach something, I'm sure I could go to my neighbors or that kind of thing and ask them to come get it off of a shelf or, you know, something to that effect. I do have people that have said if there's an emergency with, say, my vehicle, because I would say that's probably the scenario that I'm most concerned about, is if something were to happen and I were stuck like on the side of the road, especially not being able to get out of my car with the lift unless, you know, I really could get to the real side of the road. But if I was on the interstate or something like that, can't exactly put the lift down, get off the lift, and to get out of the way. It's not safe. So I do have people that have, you know, said that I could call them anytime, day or night, if something were to happen with that. And probably that would be my list of people that I would call if something did happen. But really, if I need 911, I'm going to pull that cord or I'm going to call 911. So that's my thing, because I do live on my own. I don't have a helper for anything because I don't need one in my situation. So I hope this answers your question. What I want to know from you guys, what do you do for living on your own to help yourself with this? I'm curious to see, you know, what your plans are in place. So let me know that in the comments down below. Have a great day. I will see you guys on Tuesday for our regular Tuesday video on how to do something from a wheelchair. Of course, we have our hashtag Ask a Wheelchair on Wednesday, and then next Friday is our update for our monthly goal. So I will have that for you next Friday. Have a great day.